Hey, hey, guys, what's up? What's up, guys? What's up? First things first, you're most welcome to this wonderful episode of the live show, the Ugaman live show. And today we're gonna talk about how to become a Twitter superstar because I want you guys to know that social media has become a real thing. And because of that, I want you guys to understand that we need to be out there promoting our works. We need to be out there promoting our brands. But first and foremost, if you are new to this channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe and give me a thumbs up and turn on that notification bell that you never miss out on any video. So guys, how are you doing? How have you been? The COVID lockdown is very, very tough, I know. Personally, I'm obviously enjoying some positive energy here as we're gonna chat away this. But first things first, if you're already watching, kindly drop me your Twitter name because I'm throwing shoutouts right now. As I do this live video, I have my computer here with me, so I'm doing real-time shoutouts on Twitter as you guys watch and as we discuss some tips that are gonna make you a superstar. Okay, so that's what I'm doing, and that's what you need to know. All right. So if you're watching, kindly drop your username on Twitter. I'll give you a shout out. You can go check it out and see and maybe retweet. And I also ask people to check out your bio or your profile. So that is very, very important. So as we get started, I want you guys to know that social media is becoming a very important aspect of life. And initially, when we started out on social media, it used to be a thing, for a few. But lately, social media is turning out to be a platform for everybody and everyone. And the reasons are simple. Before, we never had a lot of social distancing where people would stay apart for a very long time, even when it comes to business. Queen Agnes, kindly do me a favor before this live stream ends. Queen Agnes, please open up a Twitter account. Please sign up now. Sign up now. Use this session to sign up because what I'm going to discuss is what you need to do for you. And let me tell you something, guys. Now, many of us have our favorite platforms, but I will tell you, like I was telling some people yesterday that you could be doing content today and your major platform is YouTube. But you see, if you stuck in YouTube, you are not going to increase your influence. And this is what I'm looking at. Why I'm doing these sessions is I know you guys are doing very wonderful content. You're doing very great videos on YouTube, but you need to widen your influence. You need to extend your influence to new people. You need to extend how much you impact people. So if you're doing YouTube videos, you need to influence, you need to extend your impact on Instagram, you need to extend your impact on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter, and so many other platforms. And this is why we are discussing this. Now, many of you will ask me why I'm focusing on Twitter so much. It's because I have got so much results from Twitter that I feel the platform is very, very suitable for everybody that is into content, everybody that is into business, and everyone that is actually out there trying to make a presence on social media and trying to create an impact in society today. So all the platforms are very key, but I find Twitter very, very interesting. And reason is this. Twitter, when you're starting out, it doesn't seem interesting. And I'll tell you guys, that happens to everyone. The only thing that can make it interesting is if you have somebody that can actually guide you on how to best benefit out of Twitter. And this is what I'm trying to do. So if you're watching this live session, I'm going to give shout outs right now on my Twitter platform. The reason I do that is I want people to start engaging with you. I want people to start, seeing your presence as well. But in case you have something that you want me to talk about, you still comment here because, like I've told you, I have my computer here with me at the same time as we do this live stream. So please feel free to comment. Feel free to tell me about your business. I'm going to give you a shout out on my Twitter, and that's how important it is. So we discuss the tips, you learn how things work at the same time as we go practical. That is the new sessions that I'm doing. We go practical as we talk about things. Okay, so many times we watch videos and we never practice some of the things. I'll even teach you how to use all the signs, all the things and all the features on Twitter. That is what I'm going to do because I find the platform very, very important. So guys, if you're watching in, give me a thumbs up first. Also go ahead and comment with all your content. I'm going to answer all your questions. So if you have a question, go ahead and make sure you comment. So I had some people that joined in very, very early. I saw Superwoman SC and to say thank you so much for arriving so early, because I mean this is so important and this is so incredible to have you already. We have Talent Amplified. You're already here. Thank you so much for being here in time. Let me first pause my sleep. Thank you, Andreas Little Kitchen. Thank you so much for pausing your sleep. Now, guys, my ask is this. If you guys don't have a Twitter account and you're watching me right now, first and foremost, whether using Android or iOS, go to the App Store or go to the iOS Store and download Twitter. Immediately sign up. After signing up, come back here and let's make the magic happen. Let's make the magic happen, guys. I'm going to share about 17 things, and these are going to be 17 tips on how to make you become a Twitter superstar, to increase your influence anywhere and everywhere. Now, many of you will tell me that, no, you know me, Yoga Man, I already have a very strong YouTube, or I already have a very strong Facebook. Let me tell you guys, if you want to increase your influence, then create platforms where people are actually going to engage with you. Twitter is one of those platforms that has a high rate of engagement. That is why every radio station, every media station uses Twitter to reach out to their people. So guys, do me a favor. As I do this live session, keep commenting with your Twitter handles. Keep commenting with your Twitter usernames. I am doing shoutouts on my Twitter as I do this live stream. And I mean it. You put your username here, I give you a shout out on Twitter and ask people to check out your bio, to check out your profile. That's how important it is, because I want everybody to be to benefit from these sessions. Okay. Hey Becky, nice to see you. Jeros, nice to see you, bruh. No, Jeros, you're not late. You're not late. We're just getting started. We're just getting started, man. We're just getting started. And just help me comment with your Twitter handle. Okay, cool. Cool. Dictor Angel UG. Hello, I want to know about Facebook or Twitter page verification. I handle many company pages. Okay, Dictor Angel UG, please stick around. I'm going to answer that question. You want to know about the verification and how it happens. I'm going to tell you a story why verification is no longer too open the way it used to be in 2017 or before 2017. Okay, cool. So let's get started, guys. Now, becoming a successful Twitter user is one of the major milestones for almost every user on the platform. And okay, Becky, thank you. Becky Allens, I'm giving you a shout out right now. So guys, for you to be able to benefit from what Twitter has put out as their features and everything, you need to be able to learn how the app works. You need to be able to learn how the platform works. And that is how things work out. So what I want you guys to do is, first and foremost, I want you guys to be able to understand that success on YouTube or success on Facebook or on Instagram goes a long way with how much you know how to use the platform. Okay, and that is why we are here. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Comment with your Twitter name as we discuss these tips, I'm going to give you a shout out. And if you are not yet on Twitter, I encourage you guys go download that app now. This video is going to last 1 hour. Okay, I'm going to be live 1 hour to help you guys become better at your game. So Becky, I'm already doing a shout out to you. Okay, cool. So I see many other guys are also sending in their usernames. Please keep sending them. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna okay, I need to check out your channel right now. I love the profile pic. Okay, cool. I think maybe Jeros is talking to someone who is okay. Wakabi UG. Thank you, Wakabi. Thank you, Wakabi. I am doing the shout outs right away. I'm doing the shout outs right away. So no waiting. No waiting. Denkind too. Thanks, just spot. I'm doing the shout outs right now. You guys, I want guys to check out your bios. Okay? I want guys to check out your bios. Go ahead and comment with your usernames, guys. This is how we get started. We create value for everybody that is watching the live stream, and then make sure that we all benefit out of this. And this is what I'm doing, that we all become better at this game. Okay? So guys, let's go. So I want you guys, you are going to be switching from your Twitter to back to YouTube, because I want this to be practical. And this is what I'm doing. Okay, this is what I'm doing, and this is what I actually want to keep doing, so that I keep, you know, supporting many of my friends. And because it's very important, you can be on YouTube and doing videos and you have the same people every day commenting, but you need to grow your audience, you need to grow your community, and this is what we need to do. Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm done with the first post that about to miss. No, Sharifa, you're not missing anything. Great. Sharifa, comment with your username. People want to follow you. Sharifa, comment with your username. People want to follow you. So, guys, I have sent a shout out already on Twitter. Kindly comment, keep commenting with your usernames. Okay, cool. So let's go on to tip number 1. I have told you guys tip number 1 is know how to use the platform. Read the different features, what they represent, and what they do. That is tip number 1. Now, we go to tip number 2. Okay, tip number 2 is what I want to tell you guys. Fill out your Twitter bio and include your location. Fill out your Twitter bio and include your location. Okay, this is very important for you to build a community. Never leave your Twitter bio hanging. If you have a YouTube channel and you're talking about tech, and you talk about fashion, and you're talking about makeup, you're talking about cosmetics, make sure that that does appear in your Twitter bio. It is very important for you to include your location, because you need people to connect with you. Okay, so many times we go on Twitter and you find a Twitter account and you don't know where this person is, but because you want to connect with people within your location, or maybe even businesses that are within your region, it becomes very, very important for you to include your location in your Twitter bio. And this, it can be automated, or you can actually just include the location of your business or the location of yourself as an individual. That is very, very important. When people check out your bio, they know where you're located, and if they're searching for anything in that location, they'll contact you, or if they want to market, or if they want some content that is within that location. Take an example. If I'm from Kampala and I deal in phones, then I'll say a phone dealer in Kampala. Okay. If I'm into cosmetics and I'm a YouTuber, then I'll say a YouTuber on, maybe I do videos about cosmetics, I do videos about makeup, I do videos about fashion, I do videos about anything, food, hotels, transport, tourism in Kampala, in Uganda. Guys, that is very key. In East Africa, in Africa, if you happen to be going to different nations, include that in your bio. So it is very, very important. Now, many of you have Twitter accounts that don't even have bios, or sometimes many of you just put 2 emojis and you leave it at that. You are missing out on people that want to connect with you. You're missing out on people that want to be part of your squad, okay? And many of you guys have been telling you, for you to be able to win on these platforms, you need to build a team. You need to build a community. You need to nurture that community. And this is what we're doing. Okay, so of course, on your profile, include a very attractive picture. Now, many of you also end up using weird objects, sometimes weird emojis as your profile pictures. And you have a YouTube channel that is doing so well. You're doing so many good videos, and you have almost the same community, you know, for years, day in, day out. You have the same people commenting. You have the same people maybe sometimes sharing. That is stagnant growth. Okay, now you need to be able to expound your influence. And guys, when I talk about influence, is where you're doing a YouTube video and you have users on Twitter who move to your YouTube channel, watch the video, and even share the link on their Twitter platforms. That is the influence I'm talking about. Today, I'm not just talking about you having a platform, because everybody can have a platform. Okay, everybody can have a platform. You can easily do your YouTube videos and you're successful on YouTube, but you don't have the engagement it takes for you to increase your influence. And this is very much possible. Twitter is one of those platforms that I have found so much important when it comes to expanding your influence and expanding your reach. So no matter what you're doing, I see Gloria, you're watching in. You asked me this question earlier about if it's important for you because you do videos about travel, and I can tell you there is nothing that is not important, because there is a community out there that wants to consume what you are putting out. So guys, it is very, very key for you to do that. Use a proper profile picture. Use a proper profile picture. If it's a business, use a proper logo. If it's an individual account, use a profile picture that someone can identify. Before I leave that point, many of you have opened up Twitter accounts and they're being closed day in, day out. Twitter is suspending them. Twitter is asking you if you are human. Twitter is limiting you, showing you that your account is limited. You can't retweet, you can't post, you can't do anything. Now, the reason you actually get those is because the Twitter algorithm detects that you could be one of those spamming accounts. And this is the reason I tell you that your bio needs to include the things you do, the things you're talented about, the things you're interested in. And also, please endeavor to include your location. Endeavor to include your location. This is going to change the way people look at your Twitter profile. If you are a YouTuber, put that title, a Ugandan YouTuber located in Kampala or in East Africa, or I vlog about this. You guys, you're going to have a big, big change. Okay? You're going to have a big change on your Twitter activity. So please make that a point. Make that a point. Look at your account as we discuss this. If your bio is still lacking, make it proper. Let me tell you guys, you are gonna be paid for this content 2 years, 3 years from now. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. Okay? Platforms are pushing to start paying their content creators because many people are realizing that they're making a lot of money for these platforms, and at the point they realize, they go open their own websites. So now platforms are making it a big deal that they have started planning on paying content creators, users. Facebook has already started rolling out. Instagram has already started rolling out. Twitter started rolling that out actually with the big influencers. Okay, when I talk about big influencers, these are big superstars in movies and big superstars in music. They get paid for using Twitter. Okay, and so many other platforms, Snapchat, TikTok. DJ Khaled used to be paid for using Snapchat. DJ Khaled got paid for using TikTok. In fact, he globalized those two apps. Okay, so that's how important, guys, it is for you to understand that you need to be doing the right thing in order to be able to benefit from these platforms. But in today's video, I want to tell you guys things that are going to help you increase your YouTube influence to other platforms. And this is where you're going to get growth. This is where you're going to get engagement. This is where you're going to get new leads. That is what it means, okay? So we go to the next tip. Make your Twitter account public. I know a few people that make their accounts private. Now, this is what happens. Social media are platforms for sharing, okay? So if Twitter detects that your account is private, they are going to limit your exposure to people. Even when you create content, because first and foremost, when you make your account private, people can't retweet, okay? People can't reply, okay? In other words, you're posting content for yourself alone. There is no engagement, and yet these platforms work so hard to encourage people to share stories, to encourage people to share engagement. Now, if you're one of those people that has had a private account on Twitter, I would encourage you to go back to your settings and remove those settings and make it public. Okay? Now, why make your Twitter account public? It becomes visible. Your account becomes visible. Sometimes the people that have your phone contact or your email contact will go on Twitter to search people they might know. Now, if your account is private, people are never going to find you. Okay? Then, two, if your account is private, it is not going to appear in public conversations. Okay? Even when you go and create content on a hashtag that is trending, Twitter is not going to show your account to other users because it is private. It's not contributing anything like social sharing or anything, and Twitter doesn't benefit out of it. Okay, you just maybe put it up to read other people's content, but you are not serving the purpose of social media. You are not being social because your content can't be shared. Your content can't be commented on. Okay, people can't follow you directly. People can't DM you directly. If you have that type of account, it's not going to grow. And even if you had a very strong YouTube base and you started sharing your videos on Twitter on such an account, you are not going to get the growth. It is not going to come through. Okay, so if you want to change that, make your accounts public. Don't make your Twitter accounts private. If you've had it as a private account, please, I encourage you to go into your settings and adjust that. It's simple and clear. Okay, so as we go on to share the next tip, guys, if I haven't yet given you a shout out, please comment with your username on Twitter. Comment with your username on Twitter. I'm on my computer right now and I am giving shout outs and asking people to check out your bio. This is why I'm telling you your bio has to be on point. As soon as I give you a shout out and people check out your bio and it is weak, people are not gonna engage with you. People are not gonna share. But if I give you a shout out and your bio is on point, guys, people are gonna follow you. People are gonna start engaging with you. People are gonna check out your channels. Okay, because many of you that have these accounts, you are actually creating content so that people tap into it. Some of us are creating content so that we change people's lives. Others are creating content to help other people learn different things. So if you're doing that, then these platforms become important for you. And what I'm saying is, if you're watching right now and you're watching me, kindly comment with your username if I haven't yet given you a shout out on Twitter. If I have already given you a shout out on Twitter, follow everybody that is commenting with their username here and make sure that you actually start engaging. Okay, you start engaging. That is how you're gonna improve your Twitter engagement. So let's go to the next thing. Now, many of you and many of us, when I got started, I used to, okay, I'll just tell you this, guys. I don't want to shout because I'm ashamed to say. When I started my Twitter in 2010, I used to tweet once a week. That was a terrible thing for me. That was a very terrible thing. Now, if I think mine was terrible, some of you could be worse because you created Twitter accounts and you have never posted. You have never posted. And you know, you keep complaining to say, my Twitter account is not growing, my followers are not growing. Okay, all right. Queen Agnes, have you opened up a Twitter account? Please let me know if you have opened up one. I'm gonna let you know what to put in the bio. Just let me know if you have opened up one. Just comment that you've opened up a Twitter account. I'm gonna let you know what to include in your bio. Okay, so guys, I'm telling you, tweet on a regular basis. Tweet on a regular basis. When I say tweet, I mean post. Every time I use the word tweet or Twitter, I'm referring to post or a post. Okay? So please make sure that you tweet on a regular basis. This is how to do it. You have a YouTube channel. You're going to be posting a video about makeup in the next 24 hours. But you need to create awareness that you're going to be doing that. And this is why you guys need Twitter. This is why you guys need Facebook. Because coming to YouTube and you create content is not enough for you to know that people on your other platforms have known. I want you guys to start creating hype. Okay? There's what they call hype, and positive hype is what I'm talking about. So if Nicholas or if Agnes or if DTN is going to be creating a video that is educative, that is entertaining, that is informative, start creating the hype from your other social media platforms. This is where Twitter becomes very, very important. Because a video that will be posted, even if it's in 48 hours, you can start creating the hype on all these other platforms, and then it helps you to create the direction for your followers to know where to go. Okay, that is very, very important. So I'm going to be sending a shout out to Agnes Lifestyle and Queen Bunny. Thanks, guys, for joining into the live stream. Let me do that immediately. Let me do that immediately, guys. I want you guys to comment with your Twitter accounts. Okay. So as I'm sending a shout out, I'm sending a shout out to Agnes because Agnes has actually, I want you guys to also go and follow Agnes right now. Her handle is Agnes_lifestyle. please go follow her now. Follow her now. Don't mind about leaving the stream to follow her and then you come back to the stream. That is very okay. This is why we're here. This is why we're here. So let's just thank you, Queen Barney. Thank you so much. So guys, let's go follow these guys. Okay, cool. Nicholas, wow, great, Nicholas. Let me also give you a shout out, Nicholas. Thank you for joining in, Nicholas. Let me do that immediately. It is very important that we all benefit from these sessions. It's very important that we all create value for each other. And this is the best way that I think I can, first of all, start this movement where we all benefit from these sessions, where we all support each other. Some of us are strong on YouTube, but we can also support each other to be strong on Twitter, to be strong on Facebook, and this is how we're going to grow. So yeah, so I've given you guys shout outs. If you receive that tweet, go ahead, follow each other, retweet, comment, like, say anything you want that people will find out. So Agnes, we're gonna follow you. Agnes, don't go off. We're gonna follow you, by the way. You're gonna be surprised how many followers you're gonna get tonight. You're gonna be surprised how many followers you're gonna get tonight. Because we need to start doing these things, guys. It's been long overdue. It's been long overdue. Okay, Becky, I can see the reply you gave out here. Wonderful, 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 guys. Let's keep doing this. Let's keep doing this. I want us guys to be practical. Everybody that is watching this stream, deserves to be followed. If you guys are watching, nice, Becky. Nice, Becky. We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna make this happen, guys. I can promise you, this Twitter journey, we're gonna take it to the next level. We are gonna take it to the next level. Okay, Musa Mayanja. I'm gonna give you a shout out, Musa. I'm gonna give you a shout out. But hey, before I give Musa a shout out, I'm gonna go to the next tip. Remember, guys, I told you, tweet on a regular basis. Tweet at least 3 times, between 3 posts to 5, depending on what you have to say. Okay? Remember yesterday I told you guys, if you're gonna be following people, for example, Agnes, I want you to follow not more than 90 people every 24 hours. Because I don't want you guys to have your accounts exposed to the dangerous spamming accounts on the Twitter algorithm. So make sure you don't follow more than 90 people if you are below 500 followers. Okay? Follow at least between 0 to 90 people in 24 hours. Okay? Don't follow until Twitter says you can't follow no more, because that is going to expose your account and Twitter will think that you're either spamming people or they will think that you're spreading some kind of content that is not positive. So as I give a shout out to Musa, tweet on a regular basis. Now, this is very important for everybody that is watching it. Guys, tweet meaningful content. On Twitter, if you want to build an audience, and guys, mark my words, if you want to build an audience, you have got to be unique. You have got to be identical. You have got to stand for your brand. This is what Twitter users are all about. I see a lot of people that join into bandwagon kind of content because maybe Sheila Gashumba is having issues with Kasku, and then you also want to jump on it and you start abusing. Okay, and maybe you jump on every bandwagon that is viral because people are making trolls, people are making attacks on certain brands. then you also jump out to attack those brands. I'll tell you guys that is not sustainable. And the funny thing is this: when you build a Twitter community, you can know whether it's active or inactive, because when you post content, people are gonna respond by liking, by sharing. In fact, I want to use Agnes's account. I want to grow Agnes's account today. Let me check how many followers Agnes has. We need to grow it. Okay. Okay. So Agnes, I've just followed you. Agnes, you don't have a profile picture. Please put that on your account. Put that on your account. Okay? Put that on your account, Agnes. Twitter is going to limit your engagement. It's going to limit how people engage with your account. So please go and put a profile picture, Agnes. Do that. I want Agnes to get maybe 50 followers before end of tonight. 50 followers for Agnes. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because she's already following here. So I'm going to give her a few shout outs on my platform. And then I'm going to ask people to follow her. Okay? And that is how it works. That is how it works. So the same thing happens. If we are watching a video on YouTube and we want to share, then it becomes very important that we share relevant content, guys. Don't do bandwagon posting. Don't do bandwagon trolling. Don't do bandwagon abusing, okay, in your content on Twitter. The moment you start doing that, people are going to shy away from your account. People are going to shy away, okay? People are going to shy away. And if you don't want that to happen, then start doing content that is meaningful. And what do I mean by meaningful content? Content that is informative, content that is entertaining, content that is exciting, okay? Content that changes the way people perceive things. Content that intrigues how people interpret situations. Your opinion matters as long as you don't force people to believe in your opinion, but you give it openly for people to discuss. Okay? Twitter is not about attacks. Many people get afraid that Twitter, you'll be trolled for posting a picture, for posting anything. Twitter is about conversations. And I want you guys to have that in your mind as we go along. So let me give a shout out to Musa. I need to give a shout out to Musa immediately for Mayanja Musa. I'm going to give you a shout out on my Twitter right now. I want you to check it out. I am doing that in the next 1 minute. Mayanja Musa and Agnes. Okay, so okay, so okay, cool. Agnes and Musa Mayanja, I have sent a shout out right now on Twitter and asked my followers to check out your bios. Okay. Okay, Agnes says the bio is updated. I'm checking it out, Agnes, right now. I'm checking it out right now. Fantastic, Agnes. I can see. Yes, Queen Agnes lifestyle. Nice. So, guys, if you're watching this, please follow Agnes. Follow Agnes and start engaging. Start engaging. How can I craft a compelling tweet? This spot, that is a very nice question. Host stopping by to say hi and thumbs up for you. Thanks, Jamdag, my views. Thanks, guys. And guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. We're gonna do this because I know how important it is for us guys to start using these platforms to grow. So Gist Spot, I'm gonna answer this question. How can I craft a compelling tweet? Fantastic. So Gist Spot, in the first place, I don't know if I've given you a shout out. Drop your handle here. Drop your username right now. Drop your username right now, Gist Spot. I'm gonna create a tweet on my Twitter right now that is going to be an example of a compelling tweet, as I explained to you what a compelling tweet is. So imagine you're gonna tell a story and you're not telling yourself the story, okay? Because compelling content comes in two ways, guys. Compelling content evokes emotions. And content that evokes emotions is written with emotions, but balanced emotions, not extreme emotions, okay? So if you're gonna create tweets that are compelling, then you need to know if it's gonna be emotional. Hajara, please comment with your username. Comment with your username on Twitter. I'll give you a shout out. Okay, cool. So first, let me explain to Gist Spot what a compelling tweet is. So guys, I'm constructing a tweet right now, and I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna answer Gist Spot's question, and I want you guys to check out this tweet that I'm posting right now. And I'm doing this because I want you guys to cool. Okay, cool. This spot I have conversations. Great. So I'm gonna ask Amplified to copy the tweet that I have posted to answer Gist's question. I'm gonna ask Amplified to post it on the stream. Okay, I'm gonna ask Amplified to post it on the stream. To post it on the stream. Okay, that will be very okay, cool. So guys, I've made a post on this spot, and this spot, if you can, that is gonna answer your question. It's gonna answer your question. I have just made the post right now. It's gonna answer your question. Okay, this is username. Right. Fantastic. Fantastic. Cool. So this spot, okay, fantastic. So here is what a compelling tweet has. A compelling tweet evokes emotions and thought. Okay, compelling tweets are entertaining, informative, and educative. Okay, compelling tweets encourage conversations. Compelling tweets encourage conversations. That's what it is. Okay, just as you guys check out other people's bios, I want to give you the next tip. I want to give you guys the next tip, which is very, very important for you all to check out. Okay. So the next tip is this: follow people who follow you. Now, many of us want people to follow us, but you don't want to follow back people. Okay. You have a YouTube channel. People keep commenting and they keep saying, hey, I have a Twitter account, I have this and that. Okay. But you have not taken the initiative to make sure that you check out their content. You have not taken that initiative, which sometimes is very, very disturbing. Okay. It's very, very disturbing. If you don't return the love, for you to be successful on Twitter and to increase your influence, guys, return the love. Return the love on Twitter. When people like your content, when people keep commenting on your content, go ahead and return that love on Twitter. It is very, very important. Okay. As I keep checking out here something, just give me a minute because I wanted to bring in Justice's answer onto the screen. So that's what I'm doing on my computer right now. Let me try to bring in his answer onto the screen. Let me try to do that immediately. Let me try to do that immediately. Let me try to do that immediately here. Let me do that immediately here, guys. Don't go off. Don't go off. Because I want us guys to do this practically. I want us to do this practically, and this is what is going to give us the reality of what we are doing. Okay, this is what is going to give us the reality of what we're doing. So this is what I'm doing. I want to broadcast the answer to Justice's question, and everybody will be able to read it. Everybody will be able to read it. That is what it is. That is what it is. Okay, cool. Cool. So I have got the answer. I have got the answer. So it is going to broadcast. It's going to broadcast. It's going to broadcast in a second. It's going to broadcast in a second. But meanwhile, I want you guys to follow each other. Follow each other. Follow each other, guys. This is how we're going to grow our networks. This is how we are going to grow our networks, guys. This is how we're gonna grow. So I want you guys to be able to check out one another's content. So you guys are gonna be able to see part of the answer to Gist's post. Fantastic. I hope you guys can be able to see it now. In the comment section, it's gonna come from Talent Amplified. Talent Amplified is gonna bring the answer that I have actually put on Gist's account. Okay. Fantastic, guys. I see a lot of engagement on Agnes's platform. Guys, go ahead, follow each other. This is why we're here. Guys. We're here to make a difference. Okay, and this is why I want you guys to know we're here to make a difference. We're here to increase your influence on Twitter, from YouTube to Twitter. Okay, so I want you guys to check out these answers from Talent Amplified. I have answered Gist's question right now. I have answered it in a live session. Okay, so if you guys can see on the screen, that is a compelling tweet. Now, that information that I have put on the screen is actually in a post. Okay, the reason I have made that post is, if you look at it, everybody is going to be interested in understanding what a compelling tweet is. And that is what exactly I have written. I have explained. In other words, I'm spreading some bit of information. I'm spreading some bit of awareness. So people are going to be intrigued to check out the post. And also, they'll be intrigued to check out the person who asked for that question. Okay? So this is what I'm telling you, that you need to start posting content that is going to evoke people's emotions, that is going to evoke people's opinions. That is how you create content that is relevant on the platform, and that is how you actually grow your platform. Now, let me go quickly to the next tip, okay? Because I don't want you guys to get tired. I want you guys to enjoy these tips and grow your platforms. And that is why I am here to do that. Your feedback, I have now a clue. Thank you, G-Spot. And the clue was put actually in a post. So that's how beautiful it is. We just don't talk about it. We go and make it practical. Okay? People check out your profile. People check out the things you've done. And that's what it is. Okay? You can also look at the second answer, which is compelling tweets are entertaining, educative, and informative. Number 3, compelling tweets encourage conversations. That is it. It is that simple and plain, guys. So if you are on YouTube and you're creating videos, if you're on Facebook and you're creating content, if you're on LinkedIn and creating content, guys, the thing is, and the secret is, for you to increase your influence, stop sticking to one platform. Let's move. Let's spread our wings. Let's go to Twitter. Let's go to Facebook. Let's go to LinkedIn. Spread your wings. The more you spread your wings, the more you spread your influence. This is what it means. And this is what we need to be doing. Okay? Now, many times we shy away from these things because we fear to tell people that we don't know. We fear to tell people that, hey, Yuga man, how do I get followers? Yuga man, how do I get people engaging? Yuga man, how do I get my YouTube content to be followed and watched by my Twitter followers? That is what people shy away from, and that is what we need to change. Okay. Another tip that I want you guys to do, and I've seen so many people also being victims of this. If you want to become a superstar on Twitter, make sure you have a balance between the people you follow and your followers. Don't follow too many people that don't follow you. Okay? Don't follow too many people that don't follow you. Now, let me tell you a secret. You guys may never see it happen to your accounts, but Twitter has a formula that grades accounts. If you're following 1,000 people and you have 500 followers, your Twitter account is graded in accounts that are a bit inactive, and it can also be thought to be spamming other users. In other words, I'm saying if you're following 100 people, let your followers be close. Let your followers be maybe 90, maybe 80, okay? Apart from when you're starting out, because when you're starting out, I expect you to follow more people than those that follow you, because those that follow you are just learning about your new account. An account like Agnes's account, okay? That's a new account. People, you're gonna follow more people than people following you. But then at a later stage, Agnes, you have to make sure that you have a balance. Okay, strike a balance. If you're following 500 people, at least make sure you have 350 people following you. Do not allow to have more than half of the ratios. Okay, don't be following 1,000 people and you have less than 500 followers. Don't do that, because Twitter is going to put your account in a certain category of people spamming, of people who are inactive, and your account is not going to show up. The more times your content shows up on the Twitter timelines, the more engagement it brings, the more followers you get, and that is what it takes. Okay, so I want you guys to have that balance. Please and please do not overfollow people, because I want you guys to have active engagement. For you to have active engagement, it's not about following everybody. Follow real people that have real conversations, because those real people will be posting conversations and you'll be intrigued to comment, to like, and to talk about it. Yes, Becky, that's a good. Oh, Becky, now also about unfollowing. So I'm talking about following and unfollowing. Now, guys, also be very careful. Do not unfollow people in at once. Do not. I encourage you not to unfollow more than 50 people at a go. Okay? Even though I want you guys to audit your followings and your followers, make sure that you audit them. Okay? Take off your time. Every time you're free, go into the people you're following. If you find people who are not following back and they are not giving you that much relevance, unfollow them, because they don't contribute to your content, they don't contribute to your engagement, they don't contribute to your conversations. That's what it is. Okay, but if you have these new people that you have followed, please don't unfollow the next day. If you have just followed someone, always give them about 2 days, that is 48 hours, or even a week, because some people don't check their social media accounts and some check them once a week, and these people could follow back. Okay, but all I'm saying is make sure that you get quality, not quantity. I know you guys want to have many followers and I know you want to have many people engaging, but I want you guys to get quality, not quantity. Even though quantity is important, quality surpasses the relevance of quantity when it comes to Twitter. Okay, Glory, welcome back. I see you're saying you are cooking. We'll be back. So that's what you guys need to do. Following and unfollowing, don't do it in a very repetitive manner. If you're unfollowing people, don't unfollow more than 50 people, guys, at a go, because if you do that, Twitter will think you're spamming. Twitter will think you're a bot, and then they will suspend your account, or they will suspend the account and ask you to prove if you're human. That happens quite a number of times. So you guys don't need to be in that space. You need to make sure you improve the kind of quality that you have. Yes, yes, it is quality, not quantity. Okay. Okay, so guys, the next tip that I want to give you, which is very important, and I think, let me ask I'm going to put this tip. Let me ask Twitter, Talent Amplified, please copy for me the tip that we shared, and then just post it. Just post it. Now, guys, if you want to grow your platform from 0 to millions of impressions on Twitter, do not associate your account with vulgar content. I repeat, do not associate your account with vulgar content. 2, do not associate your account with pornographic information. Do not associate your account or your content in any way. Actually, these days on any platform, be it YouTube, be it Instagram, be it Facebook, be it LinkedIn, don't associate your accounts with vulgar content. Usage of words that have been banned in societies, avoid such. You may be too angry at politicians, at policymakers, at police, at the army, at anyone. Never use that. Every time you use that, your account is spotted and marked. The more you use vulgar language and vulgar content, the more you disappear from the timeline. If your account was being presented to 1,000 people before you did vulgar content, it is now going to go to half of those people. And this is automated, okay? There are so many words which I'm not going to mention in this video because I don't want this video to be spotted by YouTube and banned. But I'm not going to mention those words, but you guys know those words. F words, you know, all these words that are against people, all these words that signify, show racism, all these words that show hatred, tribalism, words that glorify terrorism, all that kind of stuff. Swearing. Guys, stop swearing in your content. Stop swearing. And if you don't know the words that show swearing kind of stuff, you guys can Google that. Okay, swearing words. Stop using those in your content. Pornography is very, very, very dangerous, guys. I will tell you. People may start, liking your content as you put up pornographic stuff, but as soon as those likes are done on that post, Twitter is gonna hide your account from people. It's gonna hide it, and you'll be the only one that will be seeing that in your content. Okay, so this spot says, but Sugarman, some big accounts on Twitter have vulgar tweets and have a huge audience and engagement. Okay, so just spot, let me quickly give you a recap, and this is gonna shock you. There are very many accounts that even had 1 million followers that got banned on Twitter a few years ago, if not a year ago. These accounts were too big in trolling, they were too big in attacking brands, in abusing, in body shaming, a lot of stuff. And people used to go and engage on them because they thought that was funny, okay? Many people think because you're trolling someone, they think that's where the engagement is. Because what we're doing here, what I'm doing, guys, is I'm giving you a long-term strategy. I'm giving you a successful strategy that is going to help you for years as you use these platforms. So just spot, I can tell you, I would have mentioned the accounts, more than 25 accounts that were scrapped from even Uganda here, that were too big on Twitter, attacking every female, attacking, abusing people left, right, and center, trolling everyone, trolling politicians, trolling judges, trolling everybody, getting people's photos and body shaming them. These accounts were all purged off the platform. So, do you want short-term engagement, or do you want to build a brand that is going to last longer and make you relevant for a very long time? That is to you, okay? That's a question for you to decide. But I can tell you the best practices: stay away from vulgar content, stay away from pornographic material. Just spot, I hope that I hope that makes sense. Now, one other thing that I don't want you guys to fall victim of, I have also seen a lot of people impersonating. This is what will happen when you impersonate. If I open Twitter and found someone saying, hey, hello, Loisius Usa, how are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Give us, Loisius, give us your Twitter handle. Do you have a Twitter account, Loisius? People will follow you. People will follow you on the platform. Just give us your Twitter handle. Now, guys, stop, or if you have been doing it, don't impersonate people. And impersonation is in these forms. You have your username as just spot yourself, and then you go ahead and use a photo of somebody else. This is what will happen to your account. Twitter is not going to know whether you're impersonating or not. The real person that you're impersonating is going to go to Twitter and search for either photos, videos, or content that is written that has their name. If somebody finds out that your account is impersonating somebody, they are going to report it. They will never let you know. Twitter is going to ban it. You are going to try opening up on new accounts. Every time you open up a new one, Twitter will ban it, because it seems to be having content that is clearly having a similarity with the account that was closed. This is why you find that when Twitter bans one account of an individual, after like a week when someone has opened up a new account, Twitter will ban it again. So that is what happens. So guys, have the confidence. Take your own picture. Take your own photo. Okay? Show it to the world. Don't be shy. Show it to the world. Show it to the world. Don't impersonate. Impersonation actually is too bad that sometimes you can even get an Interpol case. And many people think that when I make tweets here on my computer, I can't be tracked. Interpol can track you. Maybe what you guys need to know, that every piece of content that you create, yeah, has a link attached to it, showing the location, showing the machine that you used to create that post. So I don't want you guys to be victims. I want you guys to be winners. I want you to succeed. Okay? People do that, Agnes. People do that every day. People use actors, singers, musicians, and all that. That is deadly. That is deadly. Guys, if you have a YouTube channel today and you have a Twitter account, I want you guys to give yourself 6 weeks that we are going to be growing these platforms together. We are going to be growing these platforms together. There is someone actually who, guys, if I haven't yet given you a shout out, please put down your username. I'm going to give you a shout out. I need to give Hajara a shout out. Hajara sent me her username. Okay, it's here. I got it right away. So guys, I'm still giving shout outs, by the way, and asking my Twitter followers to check out your profiles. Okay, so please go ahead and drop your usernames. I'm still dropping shout outs. Okay. Okay, so I'm dropping the shoutouts, guys. I'm dropping shoutouts. Gloria, I don't know if you've opened up a Twitter account. Agnes is actually done opening one. And I'm gonna make sure that Agnes gets to 100 followers by next week. We need to keep growing together, guys. I want you to open up accounts. If you're watching this video, and Hajar, I've given you a shout out on your Twitter. Okay. Thanks. That also applies to catfish accounts, Yogaman. Yes. Just spot now. Let me explain to people who may not know what catfish accounts are. Catfish is a slang that is used on Twitter to indicate, because imagine if someone told you this is a catfish. You don't understand if it's a cat or it's a fish or it's in between the mixture of a cat and a fish. What this means is people go ahead. I'm a male guy. I'm Yugaman. Then I go ahead and get Agnes's photo, or I go ahead and get Lucius's photo and use it on my account. Okay, so what people do here, people go to accounts like Instagram, they look up very, very nice photos and use them on their personal accounts. So you find a male figure signing up an account and calling themselves a female name and using a female picture. Okay, now many people quite often will get the followers, but as soon as you reveal, because it is not sustainable, first of all, I'll tell you guys, it is very easy to get 10,000 followers, but very difficult to get 10, maybe to get 100 retweets if those followers were gotten in a style of catfish. If you pretended to be female when you're male, if you pretended to be male when you're female, because your following is having a different perception and you can't sustain it forever, because you guys, you're going to start out and get 10K followers and then you reveal your real self. And many people also go ahead to sell these accounts to brands, and then you find a brand posting on an account that even has pornographic sites following it. This is what happens, because catfish accounts, you can never know who is following you. Imagine posting your business and 15% of your followers are guys who watch porn. Imagine. Because what some people do, when I open Just Sports Twitter account, I'm going to sometimes check through the followers. I'm going to check through the following you have. And if I find pornographic sites, if I find all these bots, all these robots, some people are buying followers from the internet, I'm definitely not going to follow you, because you look like you're spamming. Okay? You look like you're spamming. So avoid doing that. Avoid doing that. Cool. So guys, I'm going to go to the next tip. Okay? Keep your posts short and allow people to retweet and comment. Keep your posts short. In other words, Twitter is founded on a basis of an SMS. This is the reason you see Twitter used to have 180 characters. Then they added 100 more recently to make it 280. Now, the founders of Twitter based their platform on communication that is similar to SMS messages. And they're not going to give you space to post like you post on Facebook, where you have more than 2,000 characters to write a post. Twitter keeps it short. Now, as you guys share your content from YouTube to Twitter, this is what I want you to do. Copy the title. Copy the title of the video, or write the complete title of the video as your post. Then skip a space and put okay, cool. So let me actually look up I'm gonna check out somebody's Gist Spot. Let me give you guys an example. Gist Spot, I'm actually checking out your YouTube channel right now. Let me do this. I'm checking out your YouTube channel right now. Great. And I see your last video that you did here is talking about Betty Kialo. Okay? So let me post this as an example for you guys to see. So I'm sharing Gist Sports link on my Twitter. Okay? I'm sharing a link from his video on my Twitter. And because of that, I'm gonna get a picture of Betty Kialo, who I think is a Kenyan, actually, celebrity. I'm gonna get her picture because I don't have the thumbnail. So where I put picture, if Gist Sport is the one gonna be sharing this on Twitter, he needs to be using his thumbnail as a picture. Okay, so let me do this. I want to make a post and show you guys practically what it is that you guys need to do. How to share your YouTube. Okay, great, fantastic. 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 So, great. Let me just do this. Then kind two. Okay, great. Fantastic. So, guys, you're gonna check out this post and look at how I have shared. Look at how I have shared. Unfortunately, but I'm gonna share with you guys the content that I have used to share. Okay, great. So guys, I encourage you check out my latest post. Okay, check out my latest post right now. It is a real example of how you can share your YouTube videos on Twitter. Check out my latest post. That is what is going to show you how to share your videos on Twitter. Where I have used Betty Kialo's photo, you use your thumbnail. Okay, so I encourage you that always save your thumbnails within your gallery and make sure that you keep sharing those when you're sharing on any other social media platform, especially Twitter. So if you guys can check out my latest, I'm just going to copy how I have shared this video, and let me share this shortly. Let me share this, let me send it to Talent Amplified to be able to share it with you guys. I'm sending it to Talent Amplified to share it with you guys, and this is what we need to do. Okay, so okay, so if you guys can check out this comment here, that is how basically you can be able to share your YouTube on Twitter. Okay, that is how. I don't know why it's not reflecting on the screen, but I guess it's gonna show up very, very shortly. It's gonna show up. So guys, let me rush through the last apart from keeping your posts short to allow people to engage, also, very important, guys, hashtags. Hashtags. Now, many of you don't know how to use hashtags. Every person that is watching this video, you can create your own hashtag that can help you track your content. Now, a hashtag is a subject line on social media. You see how articles have titles on the website, and you see how people have names. Now, Gist Spot, you can always use a hashtag like Gist Spot after on your content, actually in your posts, so that everybody that clicks on that hashtag will be able to see all the previous posts that you have made. So I want you guys to create hashtags in your names. If you're on Twitter and you're Yugaman, go create a hashtag Yugaman. Or if you're Loisius and you're on Twitter and you want people to be able to follow up on your content, create a hashtag Loisius. So every time you share content, don't forget to use that hashtag. So that is one way of using a hashtag. Number two, hashtags are always trending on Twitter. Please make sure that you share your content on hashtags that are trending, okay? But don't be too off topic. You know, it's very key to also understand that your posts don't need to reflect that you're yearning for views or you're yearning for people to come and check out your profile. You need to make it legit. You need to make it legit by creating posts that are related to those trending hashtags. Now, one of the reasons you need to use the trending hashtags is it gives you access to people that are actually talking about a particular conversation. Okay, if you are into entertainment and there are people discussing entertainment things, very okay for you to share your YouTube video that you've done that is about entertainment and use that particular hashtag so that all the people enjoying that conversation can actually come and check out your video. So those are the major two ways in which you can use hashtags. One, create your own hashtag and use it on your content always. When people get used to this hashtag, they can always click it and look up your past content. It is very, very important. Then two, hashtags are always on the platform. If you don't know where hashtags are, I want you guys to click the search button on your phone when you're on Twitter, and it will bring you the trends. Now, when it brings you that list of 1 to 20, those are hashtags that are trending. Okay, so if you're going to be sharing your video, look for a hashtag that is closely related to your content and use that hashtag to share with your audience. So guys, as I ask you to use hashtags, I want you also to note that Twitter gives you an advantage if you don't use more than 3 hashtags in the same post. So I encourage you to maintain your hashtags to between 1 and 3. Don't go beyond 3 hashtags. Okay? Don't go beyond 3 hashtags. It is very, very, very important. So keep your hashtags to a minimum of 1 or to a maximum of 3 hashtags per post. And that's what you need to be doing. Cool. So the other tip that I want to share with you guys is include pictures. Include pictures in your posts. Agnes, I know you do about lifestyle, and I want you to start learning some of these tips. They're going to help you to grow your platform faster. Include pictures in your content. Visuals speak louder than text. Visuals speak louder than text. Every time, actually, I would encourage you that if you're going to be posting something, whether it's your video that you have done or it's a video that you're building and you want to build the hype, guys, look up very interesting pictures. Look up very interesting pictures and share them with the text. You need to be doing that. Hi, Mikama boy. Nice to see you, man. You're welcome. So use pictures in your posts. Don't make it text only. Don't make it text only. Use pictures. Visuals are very attractive to content readers, okay, and content consumers. So I want you guys to start using that. That will bring you a lot of engagement on your content. Okay, cool. Now, what is the best time to post for people to engage? Now, I'll tell you guys, depending on the area where you are, these are the most profitable times to post content on Twitter. Very early in the morning when people are moving from their houses to offices is a very, very wonderful time to post. That is between 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. No matter where you are in the world, if you post your content around that period, it's going to give you a lot of leverage. Okay? It's going to give you a lot of leverage. And that's what you need to be doing. Okay? Guys, I'm just setting up something here small. That's what you are going to be doing. All right? Now, no matter in which city you are situated or you're located, 3 periods will give you a lot of engagement on Twitter. 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. People are moving from their houses to their workplaces. Some are stuck in trains. Some are stuck in jam. A lot of engagement around that time. So if you have any communication to make, just make sure that you post around that time. Then lunch hours. That is between 12:30 to 2 p.m. 12:30 noon to 2 p.m. Okay, very, very nice time to be posting, because many people around this time, they are taking a break from their daily routines. Okay, either they're moving out for a simple juice, or moving out for a simple snack, or moving out for lunch. And as people are eating or consuming their lunch, assuming they're not seated with colleagues and having conversations, many people are stuck on their phones. So this is a very, very good time for you to post on Twitter. Then the other time for you to post is what they call prime time. 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So best times to tweet, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. If you're going to make a second post, make it between 12:30 noon to 2 p.m. in between there. If you want to make an evening post, make it between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. This time, people are very active on their phones. And also, that is the time when most people are now moving from their workplaces back to their homes or back to their residences. So you need to make use of that time. As soon as you do that, then your engagement is going to grow. As soon as you post when people are online, you're going to have a lot of engagement. So guys, you also need to be able to note that. Okay, guys, I'm about to end this video, but I can't end this video without giving you all these wonderful things. Now, the next tip that I want to give you guys, which is very key. Okay, Liam, most welcome. Liam, you wanted to tip me for this? Yeah, tip me by sharing this video, Liam. Tip me by sharing this video. And also, we're getting started. I think it's been a long period without us doing this and hoping other people on these platforms learn how this stuff works. So if you're gonna tip me, kindly tip me a little bit. Fantastic. So guys, if you're gonna tip me, Liam, tip me by sharing this content. Now, most important things that I'm telling you, guys, don't tweet things you don't know. On Twitter, Twitter has a lot of educated people. Twitter has a lot of informed people. Twitter has a lot of people that read. Okay? So do not gamble between conversations. Avoid the gamble. Tweet about things you know. Tweet about things that you do. Tweet about brands that you deal in. Tweet about stuff that you actually know. Don't gamble on Twitter. You'll be disappointed because some guys on these platforms have the facts. So if you start gambling with your content, they will quote your content with facts. And what will happen? People will think you just keep gambling with content that you put on your platform. I don't want you to be a victim of that. So, because I don't want you to be a victim of that, I want you guys to tweet about things you know. Don't make yourself too unique by, tweeting half-baked info. Make yourself comfortable. Tweet about stuff that you're well acquainted with. If you're doing YouTube videos about makeup, talk about makeup as you share your links. Don't forget to use your hashtag, okay? And on a complete bio or a complete profile, make sure that your profile is complete, okay? So don't tweet things you don't know. Tweet things you do know. That will ground the confidence of your readers. It will ground the confidence of your followers. And hey, you will become a much better engaging person than you have been before. Okay, cool. So, in your content, have a call to action. This is what they call a call to action. Encourage people to do certain things. For example, guys, tomorrow I'm going to be posting. I went through in the Sanyu FM hot mic. I'm going to be asking you guys to vote for me on social media. I'm going to share the links to Sanyu FM platform where our content is going to be posted. And I'll ask you guys to vote for me, maybe by replying with my number in the contest. Now, what I have told you in those posts is what they call to action. Allow your audience to have a direction, a sense of conversation. Direct the conversation that you want to see on your content. Use some bit of questions. You can use some polls, okay? You can ask your audience some questions to give you their opinion. This is directing conversations. Even if I want people to go to my Facebook from Twitter or from YouTube, I'm going to share my Facebook link on YouTube and ask guys, hey guys, follow me up on Facebook. Oh guys, check out my Facebook page. That is how you drive the conversation. Now, assuming you're selling a product or you're going to be making a video in the future about something, and in the future you talk about 2 days, 24 hours, 48 hours, next week or the other week, and you want people to follow this story, what you can do is you go to your platform, whether on Facebook or Twitter, and post that insight. Like, guys, I'm going to be having a conversation with maybe with the Prime Minister. And the conversation is going to be about this. Can you guys send me your questions in advance? Now, this works even for people who are in media. This works for people who are in radio stations, okay, working on radios. If you're going to be talking about something, allow your audience to think about it. Allow your audience to send you questions. Allow your audience to give you a bit of contribution, but also allow your audience to be part of the equation. Let me tell you guys, and this is a secret. If you guys know it, it is going to change the way things are done. Your audience loves to feel part of the story. Your audience loves to be part of the story. So make them part of the story by asking them questions. Make them part of the story by appreciating their comments. Make them part of the story by asking them to even suggest titles, or to suggest what topic you should cover next, or to suggest who you should be hosting next, or to suggest what they think you should be talking about. Make them part of the story. That part of making them part of the story is what is going to change how people believe in your content. Loyalty loyalty is not built by forcing people to believe what you say. Loyalty on social media is built by making your community feel part of what you're talking about. And do that even on YouTube. If you do a story today, yeah, the next story, ask people to comment with what you should cover next. You'll be surprised. Okay, if you're doing makeup, maybe you've worked on your face, and some people have pimples maybe on their chest or in their back. You need to ask your audience to give you some bit of direction. Remember, I have said that it is important to drive a direction, to have a call to action. For example, that's why when people are starting their YouTube videos, we all do it. You say, hey guys, you're most welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you're new here, and make sure that you give me a thumbs up and maybe turn on the bell notification so that you never miss out on any of my content. What this person is doing is they are driving a conversation. They are driving a direction in this conversation. Then at the end of the video, these people are going to say this. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Go to our comment section and suggest who you think we should be interviewing next. So people are going to go in there and suggest who they want you to interview. Now, if one day you pick one comment and then bring this individual onto your site and interview them, the person that suggested that name will feel like, hey, I made a suggestion that this channel respected, and they brought this individual to be interviewed. Okay? And that is what it is. That's what it is, guys. So if you guys, Zanzan, you need to revive that Twitter account as soon as you can. You need to revive the Twitter account as soon as possible, because it is going to be very important for you in the near future. So guys, I want you to follow these tips, because these tips are going to help you. These tips are really, really going to help you. So as I wind up with if you're going to be asking people to do certain things on your content on Twitter, I want you guys to use some of these words, okay? Words like, kindly like this comment, or guys, go ahead and give me some likes. Please retweet. Please share. Please share with your friends. Follow back. These words in your content provide a sense of direction for people that engage with your content. And this is what you need to be checking out. You need to be able to look into some of the things. Okay? You need to be able to look into some of the things. Otherwise, if you don't ask people to take action on your content, people will just go by it. I could open your post and say, like, for example, I've told you guys tomorrow, I'm going to be asking you guys to vote for me, because I'm contesting in the top 50 for the hot mic, okay, Sunny FM competition. And I'm going to be posting on social media. You guys will see it. I'll be asking you in that post that, guys, please go onto the Sunny platform on Facebook and Twitter and vote for me. Okay, Agnes, I've seen your question. I'm going to answer that. I need a pen and paper, valuable. Tell audience what to do. Okay, yes, Zanzan, you need to do that. Make sure you provide direction for your content. Many of you guys do videos and you drop on your YouTube. You do content and drop on your Facebook. You do content and drop on your Twitter. You never tell people what to do with your content. Start telling people what to do with your content. Start telling them. Okay, even when you're introducing your video, be like, guys, I'm spreading this information here. I'm bringing you some good insights. I'm giving you some tips. I'm giving you some skills. I want you guys to try out this. Okay, I want you guys to try out and give me feedback. You need to provide direction for your content. The same happens on Twitter. Every time you post content, tell people what you want them to do with your content. Because some people will just sit and leave it there. So ask them what you want them to do. And this is how you start having a responsive audience. When you ask people to like your post, they will like it. When you ask people to retweet your post, they will retweet it. This is how you create the responsiveness between your content and your audience. Okay, so Agnes is asking, how do you do interviews on YouTube? That's on my list. Now, Agnes, interviews on YouTube can be done in two ways. You can record and upload, or you can do live interviews. Like what I'm doing right now, if I wanted to have a conversation with any of you guys, I would send you a link to this live conversation, and then you come onto the screen and we have a live conversation on YouTube. Or else I would walk to any person that I want to interview and do a recorded interview and then upload it on YouTube. Okay, I hope that answers your question. So guys, second last tip, as I'm about to sign out. Second last tip, reciprocate the love. Words like, thank you guys for sharing my content. Thank you guys for supporting my content. Thank you guys for being part of the squad, part of the community, part of the team. Thank you guys for always being there on my platform or on my channel. Is very, very important. Now, how do you do that? Every time you wake up in the morning, social media is real life. It doesn't hurt you to put up a motivational quote as you say good morning to your viewers, as you say good morning to your followers. That doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt you to say good morning, my followers. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you put your link. And that is in the morning hours. Okay? Maybe in the afternoon you're having your lunch, or you want to give people a tip for having good lunch and to have something balanced. Okay? To have something balanced, then make sure that you give tips. You thank people, and the way to thank them is not just by saying thank you guys. You go ahead to do things that are thanking people. Go ahead to say good morning. Go ahead to post things like how has been your day, guys. Maybe sometimes you need to describe how your day has been, and then ask people, hey, my day was so tiresome today. What a tiresome Monday it's been. How was your day, guys? How did you find your Tuesday? How was your Wednesday? How is your Thursday? Those posts are showing that you care about your audience, are showing that you want to know the kind of situation your audience is going through. In most cases, those kind of posts will also let you know if someone is depressed within your audience. And what social media does, many people actually on these platforms are depressed. Many people are going through a lot of hardships, a lot of tough times. When you start posting such content and people start engaging with it, you actually, when this will be on, Agnes, this will be on Twitter. But also if you're on YouTube and you've hit 1,000 subscribers, you also have somewhere you can be able to create posts. Okay? So thank your followers. Talk to them. It's reality, guys. Don't treat social media like something extraordinary. When I wake up in the morning, every time before I start posting, I tell my followers good morning. And the responses on those posts is overwhelming. Okay? Sometimes I'm like, good morning, kings and queens. Other times I'm like, how are you guys doing? How are you guys starting your day? Those posts do create a lot of loyalty and engagement, and it shows that you care about your audience. The last thing you want to do on Twitter or on any social media platform to show that you're too much self-centered, that you don't care about the people that support you, because you can't make it as an individual. You need people to support you. For your content to go viral, you need people to share it. And these people need to be loved. You need to care about them. This is why I told you that show direction for your content, but reciprocate the love. When people like you back, when people comment on your content, tell them thank you. Okay? Greet them. Check on how they are doing. You can't check on individual by individual, but make a post that checks on them. That is how you ground the grasp onto community building. This is how you nurture your community to create a difference. Okay? So the last one, guys, use keywords that talk about your industry. Use keywords that talk about your industry. Okay? And I want you guys to start using things, whether it's on your Facebook or it's on your Twitter or it's on your Instagram. Start using words that describe who you are. You're a YouTuber, okay? Use the word YouTuber. You are somebody talking about fashion, talk about it. You're somebody that posts about food, talk about food. You're somebody that posts about hotels, talk about hotels. This is important, guys. This is very key. Don't let people speculate what you do. Make sure that you include those keywords in your content. If you want people to come support your hustle, mention your hustle. Mention what you do. Mention your work routine. Mention the products and services you sell. Mention the people you want to do collabos with. Okay? Mention them. When you put out these keywords, it becomes easy for people to find you, because some people, when they go to social media, they search by keywords of the industry. I'm looking for baking companies. I'm looking for car sellers. I'm looking for cleaning services. So people put in those words in the search option to look for people that are talking about this conversation. So every time you include those keywords of what you do and what your career is and what your passion is, it becomes very easy for people to find you. So when you're sharing your videos from YouTube to Twitter, make sure to include those keywords. That is what will make you a superstar on Twitter and to increase your influence from YouTube to the rest of the platform. So thank you so much, guys, for watching in. So many comments, so much engagement. I want to thank you guys for that. And please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you're watching this. And also don't forget to share the conversation. These conversations are very important. And this is why I want you guys to be part of this. I want us guys to improve from being just on one platform so that we expand our wings and then start extending our influence using all these other social media platforms that are going to create a difference in our engagement, a difference in our leads, and a difference in the actions our followers take on our content. So much love and respect, guys. Don't forget to stay safe and, of course, keep getting better and not bitter. Hope one another to grow, hope one another to survive. Much love and respect. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Let's see how tomorrow goes. And of course, may God bless you all. I'll catch you guys. Much love.